Hello, good evening. Hi, Alison. How are you? You're the first on this evening. Are you still there, Alison? Hi, Dylan. How are you, darling? Thank you for your donation. How you doing? How's life treating you? What's the weather like over there? We've had a terrible, terrible storm here in the UK. Storm Arwen. Hi, Stella. Oh, thank you, Dylan. How are you doing, Stella? How are you doing, Alison? I think Alison's popped off for a cup of tea. 1 second. Oh, warm and sunny. Lucky you. We had a terrible storm. Good evening, Deborah Smith. I was just telling Dylan about the hi, Alison. I'm not sure whereabouts you are in the world, Alison. I know Stella's not in the UK, but oh, right. You did get a cup of tea. There you go. Yeah, I'm not sure whereabouts you are, Alison, in the world, but I know Deborah's here in the UK. I was just talking about the storm that we had, Deborah, Storm Arwen, and thankfully things have settled down a bit now. But wow, 3 people were killed apparently. It's awful, isn't it? North Wales. Are you in North Wales, Alison? You really got the storm quite badly, didn't you, over there? Oh yeah, of course, LA. Yeah, sounds wonderful there. It hit you hard, Alison, did it? I did see it on the TV. And Colorado is where Stella is, and it's beautiful there. Well, I'm very jealous. Mind you, I have to say, I do like the winter. I think there is something lovely about every season, isn't there? I love the winter because you can kind of hibernate a bit and collect your thoughts and think about your life and take stock of everything, you know. Lots of damage in the area, I can imagine, Alison. Yorkshire, Deborah, yeah. All up north, I think, up that way. Got it the worst, didn't they? And I think Scotland got it pretty bad. We love talking about the weather here in the UK, Dylan. Spring and autumn for Alison. Yeah, I've got to agree with you there. I've got to agree with you there. Because they're the lesser of the extremes, aren't they? Summer can be a bit much for me, and so I suppose winter can get a bit too cold. It's freezing here at the moment. But we've got a log burner, and it's so nice when you can put that on in the winter. So cozy. Makes such a difference. I don't mind then. So I'm going to make a start in a moment. Wet and cold in winter, yeah. I don't mind if it's sunny and cold and bright, you know. Let's give these cards a shuffle. I'm going to do a tarot card and a card from Brian for each of the signs. See what Brian has to say for the week ahead. So let's start with Aries. What's coming in for Aries, please? Oh, carry on shuffling, Aries. Okay, Aries. Oh, Aries, you've got the Tower here. Oh, deep breaths, Aries. Oh, I'm an Aries. The Tower can mean a variety of things, and it isn't necessarily negative. When the Tower comes in, it can represent a wake-up call. So some of you are waking up to something, and this is not a gentle wake-up call. It could be a sudden wake-up call, a sudden realization, Aries, this week. Maybe things have culminated into this sort of tense situation. And often when the Tower card comes in, Aries, there's no turning back. You know, there is something that has been brewing, and some of you may have already experienced this kind of, how can I say, it's sort of like something has reached boiling point. If you imagine the kettle that you leave on the gas and it's boiling, and if you imagine those old kettles with the little whistles, and it's boiling away and it's boiling away, and you ignore it and you say, I'll turn it off in a moment, I'll see to it in a moment, and you leave it and you leave it, and eventually it dries and it catches fire. That kind of reminds me of the Tower. So something that has clearly built up for you, Aries. But as I say, it is a wake-up call, and it's once the Tower comes in, then the storm will pass, as we were talking about today. It's funny, actually, quite symbolic that we were talking about Storm Arwen. So you've kind of had a bit of a storm in your life in some way. But once the Tower comes in, things will settle down. So don't despair, Aries. Let's see what Brian says about that. And it could be with regard to a job, a relationship, a situation that has been quite stressful for you, Aries. Right, it flew out for you, Aries. Believe in yourself. You can do anything. This is going to be fantastically rewarding. Just come down. Yeah, I hope you can see that better now. This is going to be fantastically rewarding. Okay, so whatever comes out of this is going to be rewarding, Aries, is what the card was saying there. That's what Brian was saying there. Okay, moving on to Taurus. Taurus, strength. It's a week for you to be very strong, Taurus, to tap into that inner strength. The strength that we always carry with us, that we don't always realize we have, okay? So you're being called upon to tap into that this week. You're stronger than you realize. You may have to be very determined about something, a situation or a person, maybe. But you need to be very, very determined, persevere, and realize you have more power in this regard, okay? So don't feel as if you can't succeed in something that is perhaps a little challenging right now. Don't feel as if you've got to give in. Don't feel as if you haven't got what it takes. You have got what it takes, Taurus, okay? And they're sending you so much strength this week to help you through any adversity that you are facing at the moment. Let's see what Brian says about that. Taurus. What does Brian say? Hold on tight and ride the hard times through, Taurus. Yes, it's going to be a bumpy ride, but I believe in you. Keep going. There you are. You see, Taurus, you've just got to hold on tight and ride the hard times through. Hi, Ian. Lovely that you could join us. So that was for Taurus. That was for Taurus. Moving on now to Gemini. What's coming in for Gemini this week? What star sign are you, Ian? Judgment card, Gemini. Okay, so it's time to examine your life. It's time to be honest about something. It's time for that judgment call, that all-important judgment call. Definitely tough cookies, Alison. Yeah, I completely agree. Stubborn as well, but lovely people. Yeah, judgment card. It's time to make that judgment call, Gemini. So what is it you're going to do? Are you going to stay where you are? Or are you going to move on? If you stay where you are, whether it's a job, a situation, a relationship that you're in, then you need to accept things for what they are. You need to realize they're not going to change, that this is how it is, and work out whether you can make that work, work out whether you can live with that, or do you need to get up and go? Do you need to find a new purpose? I do feel many of you are thinking about a new way of living. You know, some of you have kind of had an aha moment where you're starting to see things differently. And can you see how she's freeing herself here? I feel many of you want to free yourself from a certain situation or person. Let's see what Brian says. Brian, what would you like to say to Gemini this week? Trust me. I promise you'll be happy with this. Would I let you down? Little Brian there. He's not going to let you down, Gemini, okay? So whatever you decide, you're going to be happy with it, according to Brian. So, okay, moving on to Cancer. It's coming in for Cancer. Oh, Cancer, Queen of Wands energy coming in for you. This could be someone you're dealing with this week that could be a fire sign energy around you. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If so, then this person brings in a lot of positivity. And I feel there's someone who kind of helps you to see the bigger picture. I feel there's someone who you will find quite motivating, uplifting. There's an uplifting energy here coming in from someone. For others, for other Cancers, this will be relating to you, to your self-belief. It will relate to your need to be assertive and to really sort of take control of where you're heading, to be bold. There's something you need to be bold about. Now, whether this comes from you and your inner belief, or whether it comes from someone else around you who is giving you the courage to go forth in the direction you want to. It's a really lovely energy coming in for you, Cancer. And your Scorpio, Ian. Oh, we'll get to that soon. We'll get to Scorpios very soon. So stay with us, please, Ian. Okay, so this is for Cancer. What does Brian want you to know, Cancer? Follow your gut feeling, Cancer. You know what the answer to this is already. Start listening to your body. If your gut says yes, then great. But if you're feeling shifty, then don't do it. Simple as that. It's simple as that, Cancer, okay? Moving on to the next sign, which is Leo. What's coming in for sunny Leo? Hierophant. There could be some rules and regulations that you need to stick to this week, Leo. And fire signs aren't the best at that, are we? But unfortunately, there are times in life where we need to either do as we're told or tick the boxes, the necessary boxes, to make sure we're doing things by the book. Some of you as well could receive some very good advice from someone this week, or perhaps you need to seek some good advice from a trusted advisor, a mentor, someone who is wise on the subject that you are concerned about, okay? So that's for Leo. Let's see what Brian says, Leo. Brian says, start looking for fresh new ways. My father always said to follow your nose. I always say shut the door behind you and don't look back. You choose. There's your card. There he is. Okay. Moving on to the next sign, which is Virgo. Virgo, what's coming in for you this week? Oh, Virgo. Wow. Give me a second, please. Wow, Virgo, that's shot across the room. Okay, you've got the devil, Virgo. You've got the devil. Okay. Better the devil you do than the devil you don't, as they say. Okay. With the devil, it can mean several things, depending on. That's a difficulty with one card. But generally, the devil card can mean there could be a temptation for you to be drawn into something that isn't necessarily conducive to what you want to achieve, or that isn't necessarily good for you, right for you, healthy for you. It might be you're feeling drawn towards a person that wouldn't be good for you. It could be you're feeling drawn towards certain patterns of behavior. It might be that you need to give something up in order to improve your life. And that could be anything from too much coffee to too much partying, etc., etc. It may be a person you need to give up, an environment, So you need to look at your life here, Virgo, this week and think about whatever it is that perhaps is something you're feeling that you need, but actually isn't very good for you. So a need for some deep thinking. What is it that needs to change here? And whatever it is, this card comes out to let you know it's an illusion if you feel you're stuck with this person, stuck with this situation, stuck with this pattern of behavior, stuck with whatever it is you feel you can't give up, because you can give it up, okay? Maybe you're thinking about giving up smoking and feel you can't. Maybe you're thinking about giving up gambling, drinking, whatever it is, you can do it, okay? You're not stuck. You're not stuck in the way you feel you are. And don't allow anyone to draw you into anything that isn't good for you, or is unsavory, or just isn't healthy for you. Let's see what Brian says, Virgo. A problem shared and all that. You don't have to stress this on your own. Speak to someone, get advice, and be open to new ideas, Virgo. So share this with someone, Virgo, okay? Maybe an older person, perhaps an older person, a wiser person around you. Perhaps you could share with them how you're feeling. especially if you're in some kind of toxic situation. Okay. Maybe it's just a pattern of behavior, the way you're living your life, that needs to change. There's something there that you need to look at. Okay, so moving on to the next sign, which is Libra. Dylan, are you still there? Oh, is that Deborah? Yeah, you're Virgo, aren't you, darling? You've got to diet. There you are. Oh, not now. You've got to wait till January, after Christmas. You can't diet over Christmas. Okay, so 5 of Swords for Libra. Oh, Libra, what's on your mind, my loves? What's on your mind? I feel there's a lot of stress here for you. I feel that the pressure is building, or has been building. It's as if you're going around in circles with something, Libra. You know? Cancer sounded perfect for you, Ian. I can't remember what it was now. If I'm honest. I'm in the flow now. And so I'm kind of focused here on Libra. And Libra is clearly feeling quite stressed, concerned, worried. This might be at work. Maybe you're in a difficult situation at work, or certain people around you that could be quite negative. It's like a negative energy here. It may just be your own faults. And I use the word just lightly because it isn't just your own faults, is it? It's easier said than done to correct our faults, to tell ourselves the right thing. So some of you may be beating yourself up a bit, or having negative thoughts about yourself or about others, or about, maybe you're thinking about the past or imagining all sorts of scenarios. If you are, I just feel that you need to take a step back and rest and pause, and maybe get a different take on a situation. And if you are involved with negativity, negative people, toxic people, then clearly this isn't doing you any good, and I feel you need to get help or take steps to pull away as much as possible. Let's see what Brian has to say, Libra. Brian, heaven sent. This is the answer to your dreams, Libra. Stay grounded and focused and say thank you to your creator. Well, we say creator, but that would depend on your beliefs, of course. But there is something coming to you from the universe to help you with this situation, this 5 of Swords situation. I feel we've all been there, haven't we? Head in our hands sort of thing. Lots on your mind. Okay, there's a solution here. I feel you're going to be sent a solution. You're going to be sent some help. So Deborah, we are slowly cutting out the goodies as Nick's diabetic, so it's helping a little low. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Oh, have you, Dylan? Yeah, because that really helps with the positivity. Really helps, doesn't it? Okay, so Scorpio, the card for you. Wow, Scorpio. And I think Ian said you said you're Scorpio. 6 of Wands, wonderful card. Success is coming to you, Scorpio. Look at this. This is a wonderful card, isn't it? You can see she's punching the air. Wow. She's overcome adversity. And it's almost as if whatever you've been through, Scorpio, you're coming through it now. And it's almost as if you can't believe it, but it's going to happen. You see the wreath of success there. And as we're coming up towards Christmas, maybe it's around Christmas time or near toward Christmas, that you reap the rewards of all the hard work that you have put into something, okay? You see, with the tarot, if you look at it from this point of view, You've got the Six of Wands. If you think of the card before it, you've got the Five of Wands, right? Okay. So if you're getting the Six of Wands, and the Five of Wands means adversity, challenge, etc. If you've got the Six of Wands, then clearly you've overcome that challenge. You've overcome that adversity. This could be a good week in many ways. You're punching the air, many of you, Scorpio, okay? So the worst is behind you. The worst of your battles are behind you. You can do it. You can do it. Let's see what Brian says as well. What does Brian want you to know, Scorpio? Wow. Okay, Scorpio. You've got love. Sometimes you just need to speak from the heart. I don't do this gushy stuff. You know what to do, right? Okay, Brian isn't gushy, but Scorpio, you can be. So you've got the card of love. How wonderful is that? Sometimes you just need to speak from the heart. Often we hide our feelings for fear that the person won't listen, or maybe for fear that we'll, pride, etc., etc. But Brian is saying, open your heart, okay? And you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. So that was for Scorpio. Lovely cards there. Moving on to Sagittarius. You've got the Two of Wands, Sagittarius. Sorry, Two of Pentacles, do apologise. So weighing things up this week, it might be to do with money, finances, or possibly career. Some of you may be thinking about taking on a second job. Some of you may already have two jobs and there is a need for you to cut back. So it's one of those kinds of weeks, prioritising your needs, prioritising what you can and can't do. You know, what's most important to you, Sagittarius? This is quite an important decision, I feel, and it relates to addressing the balance in your life. Something's out of sync. You know, something needs to be rebalanced. And it could just be that you need to slow down a bit. You tend to be a busy sign. So it might be that you just need to slow down a bit this week and get the balance back that way. Or perhaps you just need to look at your life and examine whether you're doing too much of one thing and not enough of another. Okay, Sagittarius. So, yeah, it's all about getting the balance right this week. Weighing up the pros and cons as well. Taking your time. Pentacles energy is slow burning. They're not asking you to rush here, but something has to give, I feel, Sag, you know. And I feel some of you need to think about what's important for you now as well. You may perhaps have taken on too much of someone else's burdens. Brian says, with a bit of luck, yes, he's got his fingers crossed. Keeping it all crossed for you, this could be good. So if there's a decision you're making, then it looks as if it could be a really good result for you, Sagittarius. Moving on to the next sign, which is Capricorn. Capricorn, what do you need to know? Nine of Wands. Capricorn, don't give up yet. Okay, you've been through the mill. You've jumped the hurdles and you've got the final hurdle in front of you. Now is not the time to give up. When I say jumping the hurdles, whenever I see this, the Nine of Wands in this particular deck, I'm always drawn to this particular wand, and it makes me, it draws me back to the Olympics, you know, and how they have that lighted, I can't think of the name of it. They run up with it, don't they? The beacon. So, you know, this is about pushing forward. They're urging you to push forward this week, Capricorn. And I can see how hard it's been for you. It's been tough. Something's been pretty tough. But you are a very determined sign, aren't you? And what I'm getting here is that It's almost as if you're running out of energy, or you're running out of time, or you're running out of the motivation perhaps to get where you need to be. But you can do it. I know you can do it. I feel you can do it. The light is there. Okay. Yeah, you're a bit worn out. She looks a bit worn out, but don't give up, because you're nearly there. Let's see what Brian says. Oh, is Nick a Capricorn? Brian. Wow, as if to... Brian definitely knows his stuff. Determination, mate. Are you, Nick? Determination, Nick. So, determination, mate. Don't let this get the better of you. Keep going and don't take no for an answer. Best foot forward and all that. Wow. How about that? Best foot forward and all that. You say it? What was I saying? Determination. Brian's backing me up here. Hi, Ronan, my love. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your kind donation, darling. I can't remember what star sign you are, but I'm just about to do Aquarius now. You can always rewind if you wanted to see your reading. So this is for Aquarius, 6 of Pentacles, Aquarius. Wow, okay. Aquarius. Oh, you're welcome, Ian. You're welcome. Beautiful reading, eh? So Aquarius, the 6 of Pentacles. Oh, okay, Ronan. You may have to, at the end, later on, just rewind and find your reading if you really wanted to see it. But I'll be doing your reading soon anyway, as you've donated. So thank you, darling. So 6 of Pentacles. I'm just going to put this in the chat for people if anyone does want to donate for a reading. Okay. 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so Aquarius, I feel for many of you there's a need to balance the books, okay, with regard to finances. Now, some of you are about to receive a big offer of help. It could come in the form of finance that's coming to you, or it may be a loan, or it could be someone is literally reaching out and helping you. So if you've been struggling, please don't despair. I want to say to you, there is help out there in some way, and it's coming to you. Obviously it's going to resonate differently for each of you, but there is help on its way. I just feel I need to say to you, don't despair, especially if it's with regard to money. Now, when the 6 of Pentacles comes in, it doesn't refer to a fortune, but what it does say is that you will be able to cover yourself. Let's put it this way. You'll be able to cover your expenditure with this help, or find a way of doing so. And that may be because someone offers help or assistance in some way. Perhaps they just point you in the right direction or open a door for you. But something's coming in. Some of you may even be receiving a pay rise. But yeah, it's a good sign if you've been stressed about money or how you're going to make ends meet. I feel as if things are going to get better for you soon. Let's see what Brian says. And it could be that this week is the week where you find out as well, Aquarius, okay? Maybe some of you have been needing to get the money to do something, a holiday, renovate the home, or purchase something, and something is coming in for you in that way. And Brian says, I love it when the plan comes together. Success, pat yourself on the back, as all that hard work and effort has paid off. There you go. So it could be a karmic reaction here to the good that you've put out into the world, where you've helped others. It could possibly be coming back now to you. So good for you. You deserve this help in whatever form it comes in. Pisces, our last sign, and then we'll do the donation readings. Pisces, Four of Pentacles, Pisces. Okay, some of you are hi Red Rose. Here is the, I normally have moderators, but they're not here this evening, my love. Thank you for joining. So you can go to PayPal, or you can donate on here through Super Chat. So depends really. And what a lovely name, Red Rose. Depends really what suits you better. They can do, Deborah, if that's what you would like. The charms, yeah, sure. So the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so Pisces, I feel as if you're sort of being very protective this week over something, Pisces. Now, for some of you, this could be your own heart that you're protecting. Maybe you've been a little hurt and you've kind of built a bit of a wall around yourself at the moment. You know, it might be someone is reaching out to you and you're not allowing them in. Oh, it could be you're just being very protective of yourself in other ways. You know, some of you, when I look at this card, I see a woman who feels as if she's got to guard what she has very carefully. She's clutching her purse. You know, she's scared of losing something. So I feel there's something that you are guarding or maybe scared of losing. Maybe it's your money. Maybe, you know, maybe you're holding on to something that you hold dearly. Maybe you are scared to let go of something, scared to let go of someone, something that perhaps isn't working in your life. I also feel for many Pisces here, there is a need to kind of go with the flow, and you're normally pretty good at that. But this week, Pisces, it's as if you've tensed up a bit. I'm seeing tension in this card. So if you have, try to take a look at why that's happening. Why do you feel so protective? Why do you feel so tense at the moment? What's making you feel this way? Maybe someone has done something, said something, something's happened to put you in this zone, okay? So it could be you just need to relax a little bit more than usual this week, Pisces, you know, and start to see things a little bit differently. Get back to your old self of going with the flow. Let's see what Brian says. See what Brian says for you. Onwards and upwards, Pisces. Only one way up, mate. Keep going, and there's no point in sulking. It is what it is. There you are. There's no point in sulking. Maybe that's where this tension is, you know. You know, it could even be someone's put your back up, you know. And that's where the tension's coming from. But as Brian says, there's only one way up, mate. No point in sulking, you know. But have your moment and then drop your shoulders and get back on with life, Pisces. You know, I feel as if things will be a lot nicer for you. Life's too short for feeling that way, you know. It's good if you can go with the flow as much as possible. So that's Pisces. It could be that it's a person that you need to be more flexible with, perhaps, but things will start flowing again. So that was Pisces. You can, Red Rose, would you like to donate through Super Chat? Can you see Super Chat there? Welcome. I think you're new here. So do subscribe, Red Rose, because I try to come on live as often as I can. And Stella's Capricorn. Oh, yeah, you are, aren't you, Stella? Okay, so let's see. I think that it's Dylan first. Dylan, where are you, my love? Over there in the in LA. How exciting. With all the sunshine. We're in a different time zone, so... Oh, hi, Dylan. What would you like to know, my love? What's coming your way? Okay. Let's see what's coming Dylan's way, shall we? Thanks, Deborah Smith, for your donation, darling. It's going to be charms, isn't it? Ooh. What's coming in for Dylan? What's coming Dylan's way? Angels and spirit guides. What does Dylan need to know, please? Oh, Dylan, Knight of Wands. It's time to dance to the beat of your own drum, okay? I feel it's time for you to get out there and have some fun, to kick up your heels. Can you see? I'm drawn there to this horse. To kick up your heels, you know, and free yourself. There's a free spirit inside of you that wants to get out, wants to do things, wants to just have fun and let loose. You know, let your hair down. Perhaps things have got a little stagnant lately. I expect they have for a lot of people with what's been going on in the world. But yeah, so I just sense that there's a need for you to tap into that part of you, that fun side. You know, we've all got it, and often it gets buried. And lately it's kind of been a little bit buried. But it's there simmering just behind the surface, just below the surface, waiting to come out, you know. Yeah, let's see what comes up next to that. Four of Swords next to that. Push this back a little bit. That's it. Okay. Yeah, Four of Swords. Okay. You can see these are actually quite contrasting cards, aren't they? You've got the Knight of Wands, as I said, that relates to lots of energy, getting out there into the world, you know, tapping into your inner spirit, your inner drive. And yet you've got the Four of Swords as well. And as I'm reading this as a Celtic cross, this is kind of what's going for you or against you. So at the moment, you're just, you're wrapped up in a little ball here. Oh, it's come out reversed. I've just noticed that. It's come out reversed. That's interesting, because upright, we're talking about rest, we're talking about hibernation, but the opposite, yeah, I just feel they want to pull you out of your bubble, out of your comfort zone. Okay, they're urging you to not feel afraid to go out and do what you want with your life. I realise it's gone a bit dark now. I've pulled that back, so let's pull that forward a bit more. To not be afraid of getting out there into the world. The next card is the Three of Pentacles. So there are people that I feel you need to collaborate with or get together with, spend time with. And I feel you're going to get the opportunity to do that. Yeah. There are certain people out there that could really kind of improve the quality of your life, I feel. And because we've got the Three of Pentacles here, this could be two people. Maybe they're the three of you together could really sort of take the world on. Maybe a project or... sorry, I'm going to just turn my notifications off. I think they're off, yeah. Three of Pentacles, yeah. So this is about you getting together with others and improving the quality of your life. I feel you have been doing things alone far too much, and this inner you needs to resurface. Look at that, the sun. There are happier times ahead, happier times waiting for you. In fact, there's a lot of fun to be had. It might be that these are new people that you come across, could even be in a working environment. Whether you know them now or whether you're going to meet them, there are people out there that you could really bring that smile back, okay? I'm seeing a bit of a frown. That not right now, not this minute. In fact, I feel you might be smiling right now, but you haven't been smiling enough. And that's not your fault, it's just the way life has been. But there are sunnier times ahead, and this is about you thinking positive. Wow, there could be someone around you, either now or very soon, where you can develop a very close bond. Someone who, wow, Two of Cups. This is someone who has the ability of really connecting with you on a heart-to-heart basis. I want to see what the next card is. The Empress. This is someone who's very caring, very nurturing. I feel you need that. I feel you could really sort of, you and this other person would have a very beautiful, nurturing kind of relationship. You know, not all relationships are equally nurturing, are they? But this seems like it would do you the world of good. You know, I feel you need it. I feel you need love. I do feel you need love, Dylan, you know, if you don't mind me saying. Just feel you need a bit of TLC, darling. And I feel there is someone out there that could help you with this. It doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a very close friend, but it's very possibly a lover or someone who you're very close to. But also to come from yourself. I feel self-love is so important right now. Okay? Page of Pentacles, a new start, a new beginning. Now, let's put the card that comes up next to this. Okay, yeah. This is about you drawing the line on things that perhaps, or leaving behind things, situations, people, memories, issues that are or have been negative. And the Page of Pentacles is saying, you know what? Sometimes we just have to dust ourselves down and start again in some way. Now, there could be the opportunity of a new project coming in for you because you've got this Three of Pentacles and you've got this Page of Pentacles as well. But I feel there's a new chapter, not a new cycle, a new chapter. It is quite different. So the cycle being the book, whereas, but we're talking about a chapter within that book. So there's a new page waiting to be turned for that new chapter. King of Swords is about you starting to see things clearly, logically, just as you are able to, being an air sign. You know, this King of Swords describes you perfectly. You know, when you're at your best, you are able to see things clearly, even though, of course, you will have that Librian tendency to battle with both sides of the coin. There is a sort of clarity coming to you about what you need to do now going forward. And I'm going to end with this card. You're going to love this one. Knight of Cups coming in for you. So there you are. Interesting. We had the Two of Cups and the Knight of Cups. You may have an admirer already. If not, there will be one soon. In the not too distant future, okay? But first, you have to step out of your comfort zone. Where have you gone? Be like this Knight of Wands. Leave this behind, and it is reversed. Leave it behind. It's time for some fun. Let your hair down. You're going to possibly meet someone or find someone quite interesting. Feel quite drawn to someone, you know. I'm going to see what Brian has to say to you, Dylan. I love it when a plan comes together. Success, pat yourself on the back as all that hard work and effort has paid off. So whatever you put in, you're going to get back, okay? So don't be afraid to get out there. So that was for lovely Dylan. Cheers, Dylan. Have a really lovely week. I think it's Ronan now, isn't it? And then Deborah. So, Ronan, where are you, my love? What would you like to know? Are you there, Ronan? Where is lovely Ronan? I think that the chat is very slow tonight. I don't know if it's to do with the weather, but the chat is definitely very slow. It's almost stopped. Can someone type hi in the comments so I know it's working? Maybe Deborah Smith, I'm pretty sure you're there. Could you give it a little hi? Give us a little hi, a little wave or something. Ronan, where are you? I'm sure the chat has stopped. Something's happened. Hello, everyone. Are you still there? The chat has literally stopped, come to a halt. Okay, what I'm going to do, I know I'm still live, and I'm sure you can hear me. Ah, there we are. It's moved. Okay. Thank you, Deborah. There's something very wrong with it. It's just taking so long. I've got the thumbs up from Deborah. So hopefully, Ronan, you can hear me, my love, if you can. If not, we'll start with you, Deborah. Just give it let's give it 10 seconds. If Ronan doesn't come through, let's draw a collective card whilst we're waiting for Ronan. Oh, flew out. They're sending a guardian angel to everyone on this live this evening. So that's really beautiful. A guardian angel watching over you tonight, okay? Okay. It's driving me crazy, this chat tonight. Yeah, come on, Ronan. Thank you, Deborah. Okay, I'm going to do a little countdown and then I'm going to do your charms, Deborah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Looks like Deborah's charms next. I bet you just as I start, Deborah, Ronan a pop on. Typical. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder, often when the chat is slow, it's because there are a lot of people on YouTube. So what's happening with the weather is that everyone's on YouTube because no one wants to go no one wants to go out. So, and it slows it down, you know. So I'm going to start your charms, darling, anyway. And if I'm doing them and Ronan happens to pop on, could you just write a little message for me, Deborah, and just say, well, I might see him, but if not, if I sort of just let him know that. Okay. Charms for Deborah. Let's get this lamp. Okay. So, Deborah, the first thing I feel drawn to, the smiley face. The trouble with that lamp, it stops you from seeing things, doesn't it? Oh, so annoying. Okay, let's start again. So you've got the happy smiley face here. Can you see that? Okay, so they're sending you smiles, they're sending you love, they're sending you happiness. So this is a lovely, lovely smile from spirit to you, coming to you, okay? Because situations have been quite sort of confusing, I would say. Confusing, foggy. It's almost as if, Deborah, you've been stuck in a bit of a fog. But now I'm seeing, with this smiley face, I'm seeing positivity return to your life, you know. It's like you're able to see things clearer and you're able to smile again. You've had some good karma, or you've got some good karma coming your way with the scales here, the scales of justice. Something is going in your favour, Deborah, okay? And you've got the lucky cat, so they're sending you a lovely shot of luck here. Now, you've got some numbers. You've got the number 5, which relates to certain changes around you coming in. You've also got the number 8, which is a lucky number in itself. It's also the number of luck and success. So success is coming to you in certain aspects of your life. And the number 2, it has a connection with you and another person. Very significant with you and another person. You've got the letter V, which I feel is for victory. So you're going to be feeling quite victorious, I feel. And you've got the moon. So there's a need for you to wish, to close your eyes and make a wish, to tap into your intuition. Ronan, hi, could you just leave your question in the comments, my love, and I'll come to you as soon as I've finished, Deborah. Okay, what else does Deborah have? You've got the number 6, Deborah. So the number 6 relates to love, it relates to family. I feel there's going to be some beautiful warm times coming up over the next few weeks or so between you and those that you love. I'm seeing a lot of smiles and happiness in your charms. Okay, I feel as life has been out of zinc, but the balance is getting restored. Okay. So things, the equilibrium, you know, things when they're out of sync, it can really throw you out of whack, can't it? But I feel that's coming back, and I feel the smiles are returning. I feel you're going to have a lot to be happy about, because there's been some dark times recently, hasn't there? Okay. Which has caused a lot of confusion, a lot of fogginess, a lot of uncertainty. But a lot of that uncertainty is kind of past. You're about to receive some more information. See the little book here? You're about to receive some more information that is going to make you smile even more. Okay. Now, the wheelbarrow here tells me that things have got a little heavy. You have been taking a lot of burden on your shoulders. You've been kind of weighed down, and you've needed thanks, Deborah. You've needed to sort of tap into all your inner reserves of strength, I feel. Okay. And sometimes it's the wheelbarrow is easier to push, isn't it, if we don't overload it? And that's kind of relates to life as well, and your life in particular right now. So you've been overloaded and maybe things have toppled over a little bit, but if you can take a few things out of that wheelbarrow, then it will be lighter and easier to push. And that's what you've got to do with your life, I feel, Deborah. Take a few things out of your life or let go of certain things and make your life a bit lighter. The things that are weighing you down that other people can perhaps do or take care of, because it's like it's been filled with bricks and it's piled high, and you need to take a few of those bricks out now, because it's come about next to this cross, which relates to burden again. So the cross that we bear, so there's this burden around you that you've taken on and weighing down on you. And I really, really feel that you've got to start thinking of yourself a bit more, and other people need to realise the pressure that you've been under. You've carried it well, but everyone has a point where they really do need to sort of cut themselves some slack, because you're only human at the end of the day. And as we are about to approach December, maybe there is obviously so many more things that are about to be, imagine this. When you go off from here tonight, imagine this wheelbarrow in your mind, when other things come in for December, think about that wheelbarrow. Can I fit more bricks in it? Have I got room for another brick? Or can I do this? Can I do that? Think of every job, every task as a brick, and how many you can actually fit into your wheelbarrow, symbolically. Now, you've got this beautiful stag or reindeer, really, energy coming in. And that relates to the need to be gentle with yourself, gentle and kind with yourself, all right? I do feel at times you're hard on yourself. Again, you've got another cat. So cats are signs of luck. They're good luck charms, and you've got two of them. There is going to be some travelling for you with the Chariot charm. Some travelling for you, maybe for you and your husband, or you and your family. But there are, could even be visits to people. Maybe people are going to be visiting you. But there's travel coming in for you. But I feel it's nice travel. I feel it's travel that you want to do. Okay. And you've got the initial L. Now, I feel that could be that spirit are sending you love here, but it could also relate, of course, to a name, but I feel that's also love coming in for you from the spirit. There's an Aquarius energy around you that you are going to be having some dealings with, and also this Aquarian energy is asking you to think logically, to tap into the logical side of yourself. Don't allow your heart to rule your head when it comes to any decisions, okay? Gemini energy as well. And it could be that someone around you is about to change their mind on something, so do watch out for that. What else do you have here? And then you've got the Stork. So the Stork often relates, and don't panic, but it often relates to news of pregnancy or birth. But that doesn't have to be very close to you. It could be anywhere. So you may hear of a pregnancy or birth, or the start of something new and wonderful. Okay. So yeah, they're your charms. I'm going to draw an angel card to go with that. So Deborah, emerging. Look at that. So it's time for you to emerge out of your cocoon that you've been in. And when I say cocoon, we can be in all different types of cocoons, can't we? And I feel for you though, Deborah, it's been more of a sort of it's almost like you've been so weighed down that you've been unable to go out and do the things you want to do, be the person you want to be, you know. But now you're feeling the need to start to get back out into the world. That's what I'm seeing here. You're starting to emerge again. That Deborah is starting to come back through from this kind of cocoon that you've been in, almost as if you've been clinging on to something until something happens so that you can then get back out into the world and back to normal. So it's like normality coming back for you, I feel, in some way. And it's also that emerging card is asking you to allow the beauty within to shine through. You know, maybe you've not had the time to do that, you know, so wrapped up in everything else, as I was saying. So, but much love to you, Deborah, and to Nick. Okay. And Dylan says, got a phone call during my reading, just finished. Lovely reading, thank you. Been learning some more self-love and feeling like I have a higher perspective of my life lately. Thank you. Sounds lovely, and thank you for your feedback, Dylan. Okay. Ronan, have you disappeared again? I'm going to come and find you in a minute. Oh, Ronan, what am I going to do with you? I'm going to give okay. Okay, Ronan, right. I'll let you off then. So this is for lovely Ronan. What's coming your way in the future? Okay. What's coming Ronan's way in the future? Well, Ronan, first of all, you are moving away from something. You're moving away from the stresses that you've been feeling. I feel you've been quite stressed or up against it. Oh, okay, Ronan. It's going a bit funny tonight, the YouTube. So hopefully you'll be able to stay on and hear your reading, darling. If not, you can always come back, remember, and rewind and fast forward towards the end for your reading. So yeah, the Six of Swords tells me you are moving away from situations that haven't been good for you. Maybe you've been under a lot of stress. Maybe you've had certain troubles or troubles with someone or troubles in an environment. Whatever it is, you're moving away and you're moving towards a calmer period in your life. Okay. So what I'm going to say is to you is, I feel like you can take a big, deep breath now. Okay. Whatever troubles you've had, take this big, deep breath. Okay. Good for you, Deborah Smith. But do think about yourself, darling, and remember that wheelbarrow when you start piling more tasks, or think of those tasks as bricks. Seven of Swords, Ronan. So we've got the 6 and the 7. I want to look at the next card. 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so it seems as if things have been quite tough for you recently, Ronan. do type in the comments if you feel you want to. But it does seem as if life has been quite tough for you. I feel as if someone said something to you? Have you felt as if have you felt a bit down? Oh, thanks, Deborah. I think everyone's is tonight. Have you felt a bit down? A bit stressed? I'm just picking up that, you know, your self-esteem seems a bit low at the moment, and things appear to have been quite challenging, quite stressful for you, Ronan. Let's see what's coming in. You've got the Page of Cups, which is lovely. And the Strength card, okay? So someone is reaching out to you here and giving you emotional support, okay? I also feel you are someone who wears their heart on their sleeve. And I feel you're quite sensitive. And maybe something has been upsetting you because you're quite sensitive. You've got a sensitive heart, a sensitive soul. And that's a good thing. It's a lovely thing to have. But do remember also that you have a wonderful strength as well. More strength than you realize, actually. So whatever has been getting you down, all right, this card tells me you had your head down a bit, like this. But this card tells me you're going to rise up again. This card tells me you're going to regain that positive energy, that strength that will help you to push on through, okay? If you've been doubting yourself in any way, I feel that your self-belief is returning. And as I said, I do feel as if someone is reaching out to you and offering you some loving support, okay? You're not on your own, and I also feel it would be good for you to share your problems with someone. There is someone out there who you can talk to, I feel, or you know, and even if you don't realise it, if you look around, you may be surprised. You may realise, actually, yes, I can talk to that person, and if not, maybe find someone, because I just feel you need to share your feelings and share your fears, okay? But your strength is going to return. The Judgment card, you are about to sort of wake up and realize certain things about your life, okay? I do feel you've been, because you've had your head down a bit, and because you've been a little stressed, you've not been able to see things clearly, which is quite understandable. But now this Judgment card is calling you to sort of look at your life and think about where you're going in the future. We're coming towards the end of the year now. Now, this year, we're in a year 5. It's a year of, oh, thank you, Deborah. It's a year of change. Now, for me, it has definitely been a year 5. And I'm sure it has for many of you. But next year, year 2022, because you add all the digits, 2, 2, and 2, we've got a year 6. And that's the year for love. It's the year for family. You know, it's hopefully going to be a much better year for everyone in some way. Okay. So, and that, I feel, is why the Judgment card has come out for you, Ronan. I feel as if you need to make a judgment call about your life. You know, I feel as if it's like you're going through a bit of a transition, or you're about to go. It's coming in the future. You, Ronan, are about to go through a transition of some sort. You're waking up and realizing that you want more from life, okay? And that there are certain things or people, situations you need to leave behind. You may even start to learn something new next year. You may decide to learn something new, rather, next year, okay? I'm seeing a lot of knowledge coming to you. I feel you can be quite a clever person, and there is something coming in, an opportunity to study in some way. Okay, now you've got the Knight of Swords here. So what I'm going to say with the Knight of Swords, it can relate to a tendency to rush into certain situations. Okay, try not to do that. Get an operation on that. Okay. Has that been stressing you out a bit, Ronan? Is that what's causing the stress? Has that been causing you stress? Maybe you've been in pain, or maybe you're worrying about the operation. It just seems to me that what's coming up is a desire within you to just get out there and sort of do the things you want to do with your life. Okay. But I want you to also be prepared to, even though you might get these light bulb moments, all these kind of ideas going off in your head, do make sure that you think about whether it's what you truly want in life before you make any changes. I say, Ronan, yeah. You've got a lovely family supportive network around you, a wonderful support network who they're going to be there for you and always have been there for you, because there's a sort of emptiness within you, darling, a touch of sadness I'm picking up in your cards. I'm going to draw another couple of I'm glad I've seen that, because this is letting you know that the universe has got your back. All right. Things are going to be okay. Please try not to worry. All right. Please don't worry, because when the star comes out, it relates to healing. So there's a lot of healing coming in for you. All right. So please don't be sad. Please don't be afraid. There is going to be, they are sending you a lot of healing. Let's see what the angels say. Little angel card for you. Okay. Well, healing. There you go. Healing energy coming through for you. So when you go to sleep tonight, if your hand hurts at all or anything, or when you have this operation, I want you to think of this beautiful angel here at night. Now, we don't know that they're there, but they can be stroking our hair, they can be stroking our head, our forehead, maybe your hand where you've had your operation, or before you have it, if it hurts at all, they can be there stroking us and healing us without us even realizing. Okay, so you've got an angel watching over you right now, really helping you to heal from this. Okay, please don't be scared. Please don't be afraid, because you've got that lovely healing energy coming in for you, my love. Okay, so much love to you, Ronan. And I think that is the end of the donations. What I'm going to do, just to finish, I'm going to draw 3 cards from my Gods and Goddesses deck. If you want to choose card 1, 2, or 3. Okay, card 1. For those drawn to card 1, you've got Diana, for focused intention. Keep your unwavering thoughts, feelings, and actions focused on your target, and you will make your mark. That's for those of you drawn to card 1. Oh, you're welcome, Ronan. Remember that loving angel around you. And card 2, you've got Freya, which relates to being bold. Unleash your adventurous side, take risks, and be daring. Wow. For whoever got that card. And card 3 is Irene, which brings peace. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. That's a lovely card, isn't it? Very mothering and nurturing. Okay, so thank you so much for being here this evening, and thanks, Deborah, for standing in there. And I will see you again soon. Much love to you all. Have a great week.